Excitement is building for Saturday night's big football game when the Giants take on the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs.
The two teams have a long and heated history that goes back decades. CBS 2's John Diaz explains the whole backstory of how players and fans became ultimate rivals.
It's team spirit that often is immeasurable.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
From the players on the field to the fans in the stands. The New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles, a rivalry like no other in the history of the NFL.
Go Giants, let's go!
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
The two teams, at least their fans, definitely have egos about it. Giants fans.
The Giants are better.
New York forever.
Yeah, New York forever. I'll go pick a fight with them. I'll go knock their hat off.
And Eagles fans.
They don't got nothing on Philadelphia.
I think that they hate us more than we hate them. They're not really a threat to us.
But arrogance aside, why exactly do they hate each other so much?
It goes back almost as long as you can possibly remember.
Giants reporter Paul Dottino says a lot of it has to do with location.
In many circles, it's known as the Turnpike Tussle.
It's a convenient competition. The two stadiums are less than 100 miles away from each other, an easy drive.
To go to each other's stadiums to watch their favorite team play the enemy.
Another factor, the teams are in the same division.
If you're fighting for that division title and even fighting for a playoff spot, you're always going to be having this rivalry within your scope.
And one of the main catalysts, possibly just one play, or should I say, failed play.
Wait a minute, here's a free foot, I don't believe it!
It was back in 1978.
Touchdown!
It's called the Miracle of the Meadowlands. It's one of the most famous plays in NFL history. When Joe Pisarcik's handoff to Larry Zonka as they're trying to run out the clock, the Giants fumble it. And Herman Edwards of the Eagles picks it up and runs it in for a touchdown.
For the Giants, it's still painful. The Eagles, though, still full of pride. But we will see what happens on Saturday. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Was that a Giants fan and Eagles fan shaking hands?
That you're not going to see this weekend. I think that had to have been a Giant stadium. I have to look a little closer. But, you know, that game with that fumble, that Joe Pisarcik fumble, I was there for that and remember that vividly. And you talk about a little kid crying uncontrollably. That was me. In the subsequent losses to the Eagles, I've cried uncontrollably, even as an adult. But
yes,
there is no team Giant fans hate more than the Philadelphia Eagles.
The two teams used to play each other in preseason for charity, but then I guess that changed back in the 1970s or something. It was too rowdy for everybody.
Yeah, the whole charity thing went out the window. Be sure to stay with CBS 2 for complete coverage of Saturday's playoff game. It is a huge rivalry, as you know, and Otis Livingston will be in Philadelphia reporting live throughout the day. Don't wear blue, Otis, for your own good.